You saw the thumbnail and title. You know what we're doing. We're doing a durability test on this. This is the Estwing rock hammer. Now, if you're not familiar with what's going on, Estwing says you can no longer hit rocks with these. Okay, it says it printed right on the hammer. They confirmed it in this email, and like many of you, I have beat the snot out of rocks in the past with these. And they also don't call this a rock hammer, they call it a rock pick. So that leads me to believe that maybe there's something has changed, right? And the Estwings of yesteryear are not the Estwings of today. So I purchased this brand new Estwing rock pick, and brand spanking new, never even been swung. And this rock behind me here will be the victim of a massive number of hits to see if this cracks. Because after all, it does say this tool may chip when struck against rocks or hardened objects. So this is a hardened object back here. We have some volcanic rock, and volcanic rocks are tough. They are tough. Let me know your predictions on how this is going to go. I'm skeptical. Either way, I think it'll be interesting. Either it's going to be totally fine, or we're going to start chipping out. Now, my old Estwings, I've hit hundreds of rocks with them. No problems. They look great. We'll see. I'm going to switch cameras, grab some eye protection, and we'll start swinging this thing. Should have you picked a lower elevation. I mean, so far, the only real damage is actually a glancing blow. And we'll look at more of this back in the shop. But, I came down and it, like, snapped. Like, hit at a weird angle, didn't have a good grip. And there's, like, some significant, like, dings in the side of it. But that's more my error than its error. This has got me thinking that maybe if you're going to break one of these, maybe a volcanic rock is too soft, but it's got like a lot of tenacity or whatever. You need something that would like cause it to shatter, as like a theory. Like, imagine if this was a giant quartzite boulder, right? That might be hard enough to where you come down at an angle on the edge of the hammer. Maybe that does it. I don't know. You've used a rock hammer almost as much as I have. You use them all the time. We used to only own one rock hammer. We shared it back in the early days of going rockhounding.
I don't know, that doesn't seem too bad.
That seems pretty good if you ask me. So I'm thinking it's did the lawyers get their little grubby little mitts in the Estwing Corporation there? There's other rock hammers that I know of. Northern Tool, they make their Ox Tool line of hammers, and they even say that you can just go smash rocks with the hammer. It's interesting. Did Estwing get sued? Is that why this is happening? Good question, right? Also, there's the factor, like we were talking about earlier. It's entirely possible that Estwing makes 50,000 of these, right? And you make 50,000, and there's going to be some duds, and that's the ones that we've seen broken. And those duds come my way more than somebody else because I have this YouTube channel and people can shoot me a message and be like, look at my broken hammer.
Yeah.
Though there's also the possibility that I'm not hitting the right type of rock out here. This stuff is, we need to find like hard, unfractured jasper boulders, quartz boulders, agate boulders that we don't care about and that we can try to shatter this hammer on.
Yeah, that could be part 2. Finding that. I don't know where that is.
I don't know how many times I swung this today, but...
Yeah, take a break. Give yourself a week to recover and then hit part 2.
Oh, man, yeah. So far, this is looking pretty good. Maybe we'll find some more rocks around here, though. That's definitely messing it up. That's totally chipping out now. Yeah, that's this significantly harder rock is obviously significantly harder. Wow. It's like legit like chipping out the face of the hammer. Oh! I'm glad I had my face. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, the whole face of the hammer is just like chips are flying off. One hit me in the chest. Geez, I've hit a lot of chalcedony before, and that's never happened. Dang. Well, I'm gonna do some more to this. Crazy. That is so beat up after just like a handful of swings. We gotta do more though. Look at this.
Oh yeah, that's just gout, yeah.
Yeah, it's just coming off now.
Oh, that big piece coming out?
Yeah, that hit me in the leg. It was felt like I got like stabbed by like a thorny bush.
Yeah, I mean,
That's real.
how often do you hit rocks with safety glasses and covering your face? Like, never. And that could have as easily come towards your face.
When we get back to the car, I will show all of you with the legit good camera. I don't know if I want to hit anymore with like bits of metal flying off. Crazy. We've hit a lot of stuff before, and that has not happened.
Yeah, they weren't lying.
Ow, that hurt. Okay, more bits are coming off. I'm calling it. Let's head back to the car and call this. Dang, I've never seen a rock hammer, big chips, come out like that. All my other Estwings, we've like whacked on all kinds of stuff. Never before. That's just So crazy. Right there, you can see the piece that shot off and hit me in the leg. Also, just how kind of pulverized the hammer got in a very short period of time, hitting actually hard rocks. That piece right there caused, well, I don't know. I definitely felt it. It felt like almost like a bee sting in my leg, and I felt that through my pants. So, not a good sign, Estwing, that you're chipping out like that. Well, we have the 3 hammers here. This is the one that you primarily use, Sarah.
Oh.
This is that one. This is the one that I primarily use, which has the bigger striking face on it, which is pretty nice, and we can kind of see what this looks like after years of use. I do kind of clean it up some, but overall, we've hit plenty of rocks. This is yours, and you did point out that there's like a little tiny chip out of there. But you've also
I hit this side a lot too.
Yeah, which
it looks okay.
They do get kind of progressively smaller over time, or more blunted, I guess. This is the one that I was beating on the other day.
1 day. 1 day of use.
1 day of use. So there's a number of things that I have came to my mind over this. I did take this and I put this under a digital microscope. You can see that kind of chip out right there. And this is what that looks like under some magnification. Now, I am not a metal expert, but that coloration that you see right there in the middle of your screen, that makes me think that maybe it was too hard of a hammer face. And that's why we got that coloration, because when it chipped out, a lot of heat was created. So that's something that we might want to factor in here. Are these ones actually softer and that is better than this? I'm not exactly sure. I'm not very thrilled with this. I mean, obviously it held up just fine against hitting the softer rocks, but once we got to some significantly harder rock, it just chipped out
immediately.
Yeah, it was quite quickly. And was I abusing it? Was I misusing it? According to Estwing, I was.
Yeah.
How many people watching this though use these to hit rocks? Nearly everybody.
Yes.
So, are they telling the truth here when they say to only hit wooden wedges? I guess so. I guess they are. You may have also seen me in the video covering up a portion of my face. I have not cleaned these, but you can see that maybe that there's some damage to this, because these things were just, they hitting me in the face. I don't know. I had long pants on when I was doing this, and when that metal came off, it felt like a bee sting against my leg. And I'm like, oh, well, what if that was my neck?
Yeah.
What if that was the dog? What if it was you? You never wear glasses.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously you don't.
They don't hit things quite as hard as you do, but...
But you also don't wear glasses, generally speaking.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, man. Let me know your thoughts. This also got that slap damage there, which I thought was kind of interesting. It's very burry and very sharp. Unlike all the other Estwings that we have, even something like this, right? Like the Gad. If you run your fingers on this, where it's kind of dented and dinged, it's soft to the touch, right? It's not like a razor sharp burr. I don't know. Does that play a factor? Does that indicate something about the metal?
Probably.
I hope somebody watching this is more knowledgeable on this subject than me. But I find it quite surprising. I would not recommend a new Estwing rock pick. One thing you said the other day, which was interesting, is you're like, they should just take the hammer off.
Yeah. If it's not meant to hammer a rock, when their little warning is wooden stakes. You're like, how nobody's hammering a wooden stake in.
Yeah, nobody is hammering a wooden stake in. What is that even? How is that even pertain to geology, rocks, mineral collecting, any of that stuff?
Like, it's pretty much useless. You might as well replace it with another pry.
Yeah, there you go. That's what that would look like if we had the double pick, if it was a real pick.
Or like a flat. I think a flat like this for prying.
Sure. Yeah, I think that would also be
Sides.
acceptable. Like, yeah, replace one end with like a flat, so it's like one's a pointy end and one's a flat end.
That'd be great.
I think that's perfectly acceptable.
Nope, don't put a hammer head on it if it's not a hammer.
I'm a little like dumbfounded by this, because when I was out there and I was swinging on those rocks over and over and over and over again, and I was like looking, I'm like, okay, it's getting beat up, it's getting rough. But then once we went over and started hitting on those chunks of agate, and it just like blew up, and that piece came off, I was like, oh, I get it now. You know, there's been times where with these hammers, we have hit hard things like that plenty of times.
Yeah.
And at no point did it like come off like that. Yeah, it's very concerning.
They should put the warning bigger. If you're really not supposed to hit rocks with it, everybody calls this a rock hammer. Nobody calls it a rock pick or geology pick, except for Estwing.
I talked to somebody, I don't know if they want to be mentioned, but they were like, it's a really dishonest way of changing something, right? Like, imagine if I took a milk jug and I sold it in the dairy department and I said, not fit for human consumption, 10% poison.
Yeah.
Like, nobody's going to read that. Like, obviously, this is a hammer. This is a rock hammer. This is what everybody calls it. This is how everybody uses it. And to then, at some point, change up the materials and say, no, not a rock hammer. It's just very, like, dishonest, in my opinion, and I don't like it. It seems not nice. Now, did they change the materials? Did they change a process? What changed? Because Estwing is not the only game in town. There are other manufacturers that have a forged hammer just like this that say that you can break rocks with this end, and with this end you can pound on chisels and you can pound on rocks, and it's fine. Whether or not that's actually true or not, I'm not sure. I'm just saying that, why is it Estwing changed something? I don't know.
I mean, they changed something because it's cheaper for them, but what did they change? Also, why would you wear safety goggles if you're only prying rocks out with this? Have you ever pried a rock out and got something going towards your eyes?
No.
How aggressively are you prying a rock? See, if they say wear safety goggles, I'm like, yeah, for hitting things, that's standard advice, but so it makes me think you hit things with that.
I don't know. I'm sure some people have opinions about this down below in the comments. Please let me know your thoughts. Did I make a lot of mistakes here? What's up with the metal? What's up with the colored bit that I showed you right next to the little chunk out of this? Yeah, would you be okay taking this hammer now and handing it off to a kid or somebody that just straight up doesn't know better and letting them go do things with it, knowing that bits can come off, just like Estwing says? I would not.
Hopefully not.
Yeah, I would not be. My advice, if you're out there, save your hammers, your old Estwings, cherish them. I don't know, put like one of those tracking tags on it.
Yeah.
How can we do that? Maybe that's a good use for a 3D printer. Can we put like one of the little trackers at the bottom of your hammer? Buy them on eBay.
Spray paint them.
Yeah, spray paint them orange. I know that these will be saved and cherished.
Buy them when you see them at a show.
Oh yeah, if you see like an old beat up hammer, like scoop it up. I certainly will be. This thing will be, I don't know. I will just put it aside.
Whenever we need to pound in a wooden stake, we'll pull out the new Estwing.
We'll write wooden stake hammer on it.
Yes.
All right, everybody. thank you so much for coming along with this. I appreciate you. Go check out the website. Join Patreon if you're able to join Patreon, and I will catch you in the next video. What do you think a title for this video should be? Should be like just a Estwing durability test? Or how many licks does it take to get to the center of an Estwing rock hammer?
That one's more funny, but it's kind of long.
I think how many people in the audience know the Tootsie Roll L?
Everybody?
I think, yeah, just you gotta be pretty young. If you don't know what the Tootsie Roll L is, I feel sorry for you.